To some extent, we're all curious about the world of comic books and superheroes. As kids, we've all wondered what it'd like to have superpowers of our own. Now, pop culture takes us closer to this world by bringing it to life on the big screens. However, some of us still thirst for more, despite the extensive list of films and series available to us. To help you scratch this itch, here are the must-know Marvel facts for any sort of fan. Since its first publications as Timely Comics way back in 1941, the Marvel Comics Group would not have lasted if they hadn't picked up a few interesting stories or its powerful superheroes along the way. These days, the group are making headlines not just in print, but also in their immensely ambitious but extremely successful cinematic universe. We've read through the history books for fascinating Marvel facts from its comic book history to intriguing trivia on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Before we start, if you guys find this video interesting, please let us know by smashing the like button. And if you enjoyed the contents on our video playlist and want to see more, just click subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell to get the latest updates. Number 12. The first Marvel superhero. Thought Captain America was the first Marvel hero? Well, you'd be right were it not for some clever modifications. Marvel's first superhero, appearing in Marvel Issue 1 in 1939, was the Human Torch. Not Johnny Storm, but an android that could control fire. The comic book sold more than 800,000 copies. Our fave Cap wasn't born into the world until 1941, selling over 1 million copies. Number 11. They once published an artist's resignation letter. Dave Crockton, a Marvel artist, resigned from Marvel in 1979, but strangely found his resignation letter making it into Iron Man number 127. Tony Stark's butler, Jarvis, resigns after being abused by an angry Stark. The letter was a word-for-word copy of Cochrum's, with only the word Marvel changed to Avengers. A mistake? Perhaps. Nobody knows for sure how this managed to make its way into one of the world's most popular comic books. Number 10. Michael Jackson wanted to be Spiderman. In the early 1990s, Michael Jackson tried to buy Marvel Comics just so that he could play Spider-Man in his own produced movie. Stan Lee once commented in an interview with Moviephone that while he believed Jackson might have been a good actor for the role, Tobey Maguire was a better fit. Number 9. How old is Black Widow? The films are very vague about how old Natasha Romanoff is, only hinting she is old enough to have been raised by the KGB. In the comics, however, various medical procedures and bits of biotechnology have allowed her to live for decades. As the KGB becomes a more distant memory, it's more likely the young Natasha is much older than she looks. In the comics, she's said to be 70 years old. Number 8. The Godfather author tried to write for Marvel. Mario Puzo, the author of The Godfather, had found writing comics too difficult. He asked Stan Lee if he could try to write a comic script. Lee agreed, but Puzo found it too difficult for him. Lee recounts in his autobiography that Puzo had told him, "I could write a novel in the time it would take me to figure this damn thing out." He went on to write some of the best-selling novels of all time. Oh, and he also wrote the screenplay for the Superman movie. Number 7. There is a team of Avengers made up of animals. In 2009, Marvel published a 4-issue comic book limited series called Lockjaw and the Pet Avengers Unleashed. The team consists of several animal companions related to superheroes in the Marvel Comics universe. This team includes animal companions such as Lockjaw, Throg, Redwing, Lockheed, Hairball, and Miss Lion. Number 6. The the Game of Thrones author, loved Marvel. He's famous for reinventing the fantasy genre and enjoying a higher fictional body count than Joss Whedon, but George R.R. Martin was an avid fan of Marvel to the point where he wrote into Marvel's letter columns in the 60s. He was particularly fond of the Fantastic Four. Number 5. Luke Cage was the first black superhero with his own comic. Marvel was the first comic company to give a black superhero his own comic book. Luke Cage made his first appearance in Luke Cage Hero for Hire #1 in June 1972. Number 4. A character named Jihad was introduced 11 days before the 9/11 attack. Jihad was introduced as a character bent on world destruction and conquest. However, due to the sensitivity about the historical event of 9/11, the character was written off. Number 3. Spiderman or Spiderman. You'll see in a number of places where it's asked if the webhead's name Spiderman or Spiderman. According to Stan Lee, it's Spiderman with a hyphen in order to separate him from Superman, who in print could appear to have a very similar name. Number 2. Marvel Fox legal complications. Due to Fox owning the X-Men license at the time, various films from Captain America to Civil War needed to rephrase many things. Neither Cap's shield or Ultron contained a trace of adamantium, the metal around Wolverine's bones. Every instance of mutant is replaced with enhanced, while Wanda and Peter have more mundane parents than Magneto. Number 1. The Lady Death, Deadpool, and Thanos love triangle. It seems Thanos is also keen on winning love wars. Did you know that he was caught up in a love triangle with Deadpool and Lady Death? He was a cosmic entity and personification of death, which takes the form of a female skeleton? Indeed, this was somewhat referenced in Deadpool 2, but not to its full extent. So, what's the story? Both the Mad Titan and Wade Wilson were in love with Death, but Thanos ended up winning her over, and they even had a baby together, also known as what? How? He cursed Deadpool with immortality, preventing him from ever truly dying and being with his sweetheart. Damn, that Thanos is a douche! So many surprising facts to talk about. So many good memories with the greatest comic industry. Indeed, Marvel Comics has become an icon, surpassing the challenges of time and giving happiness to kids and fans for decades. Did you find our Marvel facts surprising? Who's your favorite Marvel character that you will never forget? What Marvel comic series that is memorable for you and inspired you the most? Please shout it down in the comments and let us know why. And also, if you want to give your family a surprise gift for any special occasion, you can always check out our website and look for creative and adorable gifts. This has been Music Chess, your Marvel connoisseur, signing out.